surprised that there are rumors swirling around that Gabriel Union and Dwayne Wade could be headed for divorce? No, not surprised. Not surprised at all.
I guess when you toss someone's groceries, it does not work. That's it. To keep the relationship. I always felt that was a disgusting thing to do, but...
Well, I thought it was a desperate thing to do. And we always see on this channel, when you find love, when you are desperate, it does not last. But
so it's not really love then, is it, that you found?
No.
It's something though.
It's maybe two desperate people or two broken people find each other on a temporary basis. But it's Mary.
And Alma.
We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below you all, because as Alma said, when you tossing things around and a man's letting you do that, and you on radio shows making it seem like it's okay when it's not, but you probably trying to make it seem okay for yourself because you can't fathom that you're really doing that because you are desperate to be with somebody. That's what happened. Now she's kind of headed for divorce.
After all the turmoil, it just seems like
and the
this
thing she had to do,
relationship,
yeah,
has been just filled with turmoil. Like, no wonder as time went on, it's like her whole neck was like you could, anytime you see her, she just seemed stressed.
Yeah. Very
but
stressed.
I always felt like that she kind of brought it on herself. That's how I felt. You were with this man for a long time. He still had not engaged you. You continued to stay with him.
He did things to make you break up with him.
Yeah, and then just before you all was headed to the wedding, he goes...
You're somebody pregnant.
First of all, was an ass to you, so much so that you broke up with him. He was such an ass that you broke up with him. As soon as you broke up with him, he ran to go have unprotected sex with someone and conceive a child.
Because he really didn't want you to come back.
Quickly came back because he knew you were going to, because that has been your pattern. When he's so awful to you, you will break up with him quickly. But you will come back quickly to him. That's why he hurried up to go quickly have sex. Because he knew you were going to come back again. And when you did, and then forgave him, then it was like, and he said he wanted to break up with you.
No, he was so sure. He said he kept on trying to break up with her, but she kept on coming back.
Return. Like,
yeah.
Desperation. You said it on there was an award show that you were supposed to give an award or something, and you were there making comments about him not wifing you up yet, or not giving you a ring yet. So you put him on blast nationally. Like, Gabrielle,
I think she really wanted to be with somebody. She really wanted to be married. But the thing is, she wants to be with somebody, really anybody. And you got the wrong person.
Wrong person.
So much so. Listen to me.
Person.
I feel like.
Do you see what he just did to his wife?
Have
that wife sitting outside, homeless. This is the woman who was with you when you had nothing.
This is the woman who gave birth to your legacy. And that's how you treat her.
Yes.
The mother of your kids.
Yes. Really bullied his way so that he could get the kids for himself, because he was damn sure going to be a father to them kids. But how about the other son? You didn't fight for that one, for you to be the sole parent. No, you didn't do that. But you did that to this mother who you know was a good mother. This woman wasn't a bad mother, but you tried to take the only thing she had of hers that she could call her own, her motherhood. Yeah. You tried to sully that. There is just one kind of demon. And that's who Gabrielle, you decided to go be with. So you were broken, because she talked about how she will be in these relationships and she'll cheat on people, and it was nothing. Yeah, she talked about that before. And she'll cheat on people and stuff like that. Well, and I'm sure that hurt the people.
That's
and
also
so
her own karma karma too. I'm
Yes,
guessing.
but you went with a man who had some karma too. I will never be with a guy who mistreats a woman like that. You mistreat a woman like that, as soon as I hear this is how the relationship ended.
I'm sorry, I can't be with a man who mistreats
Too
women.
much
Period.
karma.
Because if you mistreat women, you're going to mistreat me. Because at the end of the day, I am a woman, and if you
Exactly.
have that in you,
Exactly.
what's so special about me? Nothing. Because I'm a woman at the end of the day.
Yes.
And you will be foolish to think that you are so special that he will treat you different.
Yes.
Just like Cody Brown and Robin. Robin, yes, people talk about how Robin is a greatest. She has gotten this man whipped and all this stuff. But Cody, at the end of the day, he's a man who has mistreated 3 women. And she is just around the rubber band. He is just waiting for that time for her to mess up or for her not to treat him the way he wants to
When
be
the
treated.
cameras are not there,
And then it will go south.
it will go south. It surely will. And I mean, then the other thing. So he had his own agenda. Okay, bring you here. I said, Dwayne Wade, to me, has been gay all this time. I mean, let's just call it.
I think he's in the closet.
I really
he just
feel
hasn't
like
been able to come out.
Dwayne, you are in the closet. This is what I feel.
He has talked about how men in the hood have been wearing their sisters and their
their mother's
mother's clothes.
dresses and shoes.
My brother never,
No, I don't- no,
never went to my closet. He never
No.
had interest in my heels. Never had
No,
interest in
no.
not even in my hair tie.
No,
Like none of that.
none of that.
But you tried to
he lived
normalize
He
it.
lived in the hood.
In the ghetto, honey.
And I know there was nobody
Nobody was doing that.
was
Just you, honey.
straight who have been in the closet, no, and taking women's shoes and makeup, no.
My thing is, he is in the
No.
closet, and then also my thing is, I feel like any man who wants you to be playing back there with that hole, I don't think is straight.
Tossing any man who wants you to toss his groceries, I think might be gay. That's what I personally think. And what is disgusting to me, I'm gonna tell you what's disgusting to
You
me.
announced it on TV.
No, it's not even that. You know what is disgusting to me is the fact that it's really disgusting. I get so angry also about this. When you're gay and you keep that in the closet, but you go get a straight woman and wife her up.
And you use her
for
as a
later
beard.
on for you to reveal that you're gay. And I'm sure very, very soon Dwayne's gonna come out with himself. But it just pisses me off to know, because it's like that ultimate betrayal. But then she can't cry about it. Even though she is pro LGBTQ. You see how she was there, I think for the Met Gala, they wore something to show like their
Well, I
support.
remember she was at the BET Awards
for
and she
it.
got some
So you know that she's not anti-LGBTQ. But the thing is, if she will even say one thing when he finally comes out, she can't even grieve. She can't even grieve, because if she grieves about the loss of and the deceit of this man, if she grieves about that, they will say that she's anti-LGBTQ.
Same
that
thing
how
with
bad,
Chris and
how
Caitlyn.
terrible for him that he had to be hiding all this time. And they forget how terrible for the children and the wives to have to waste all those years on a man who was in the closet, too wicked and deceitful. Because really, like there is no reason for Dwayne to be in the closet.
No.
Nobody is gonna be like say something against him.
Caitlyn
they
is
have
out there. He's in the
LGBTQ
sports.
rights.
He's in the sports
Exactly.
industry.
Exactly.
You'll be the first black man to do it. But I mean,
But
hey, you can do it.
No, there is a black basketball player who is gay. I think there are a couple of them too.
Who are openly gay?
Who are openly gay? Yes. I
Who
mean,
are they? You remember their names?
I do remember one name. I think the last name was Hill. I think. I'll look it up. But I do remember them saying there was, and it's not like they go around like doing all kinds of things, and there are different kinds of people, different kinds of people.
I just
who
feel
show
like
their
he's
gayness.
vicariously living through
His
Zelle.
child, and which is his underage child, who should not be making these decisions at this age. But you took the woman's parenting from her, became the sole provider. Gabriel, you fought because she was so desperate. You followed him.
Fought that battle for
In
him.
all of this nonsense, you having an underage child, like this child is underage. If she's 18, wants to say, hey, I'm 18 now, I'm making this decision, fine. But you guys made this decision with the child, did not include the mother in it. Okay? Well, the only thing that I'm really happy about is that Zara, the daughter now,
I don't know if her name is
is
Zara or
close
Zaya.
to the mother. I'm happy about that.
Are they close?
That they, because
I
the
just saw the picture.
mother has just decided, like, okay, while yes, I didn't like how Dwayne did things, but I'm gonna stay close to my child. And that's the same thing I'll do. Stay close to my child, so that later on in life, if she decides I'm not gonna do this for my father, because like at this point, I don't even know if it's her choice or if it's Dwayne's choice, because I feel as though he's in the closet. He's in the closet, living vicariously through his daughter. And so, and look at how he did with the mother.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that the mother is staying close. So the day she decides, hey, you know something, I really was doing this to please dad, but I've actually decided that I want to go back. At least the mother is there for him. If that's not the case, that's fine too. But Gabriel, this was never going to work. No matter how many desperate things you did, it was never going to work. It was never going to work. You should have opened your eyes to see the kind of man this is, how he has already mistreated a woman, and you should have just, all those years you spent on him, how many years has it been? Like 15 years? Because it took 5 years.
15?
For him to, yes, because I think they haven't been married for 10 years. I know. I mean,
Google
they
it all.
dated for like, I know it was like about 5 years before he married her. And I know they've been married for at least 5 years. So it's been 10 years, at least 10 years, that she done wasted her life on him. Honey, you're 51 now. You could have been 41. Go find somebody else. Wasting time. Because of desperation. And maybe she didn't even take the cheating. She
So
didn't
2010. That's when the relationship started.
So that's 13 years. And maybe she didn't even take the cheating thing that hard because of the fact that she used to cheat
cheating.
herself, right? So maybe she
I
felt
mean,
like, okay, this
it
is
is
not
my
that big a
karma.
deal, you know, whatever. But now it's just too past smug. They say he was there.
They've
like,
been married for 9 years.
They say he was there intimately talking to some woman. What does that mean? Were you all up in her? Were you holding her? Like, what were you doing?
Or were you talking about sex?
It's just like the way he disgraces her. The way
I'm
Dwayne
sorry.
be doing his stuff
Listen,
is so disrespectful.
I'm sorry, but she disgraced herself a long damn time ago. Okay? Let's start there.
You will not even
Somebody
get a
will
no from
only,
me.
people will
Because she's
only
right.
do what you allow them to do. You treat people how to treat you.
Yeah, you teach people. Yeah, you surely do.
Yeah, but it's Mary.
Lord have mercy. I'm not surprised, and I'm not crying any tears for neither one of them.
Cry tears for who? For
I'm not
what?
doing for neither one of them
don't
until
know
Sarah
how these
is an adult and she tells me that she is happy and stuff like that. I'm always going to just be shaking my head at what they have done. Not okay at all. You guys wait until a child is of age. You guys don't even allow children to go drinking and smoking.
How do you allow
weed
a
and all
child
that
to change
stuff.
their whole
How do
gender,
they
like
change
their
their
whole
gender?
identity, but you don't let them
You
go
don't allow
take an
them to go
alcoholic
out
drink?
there,
To even go
getting
drive.
married and all that stuff. Like,
some backward
those
thinking.
things are more important than having to change their whole gender, and to the point that you're adding body parts and removing. Remember when that trans guy
Yes,
was telling
I
us
remember, Gabriel.
removing
Chunks
flesh
of
from
his
their
feet.
arms and
Of
their
his
leg
thigh, like
to
this
go and make a
big.
penis and all this stuff? Like, that's like mutilation. That's what it sounds like. And you're allowing the young child to go do that. Although actually,
I don't think she's done that
somebody did tell us, okay, so I take that back, because somebody who I think is in the trans community did tell us, remember they said that they don't do the sexual surgery until the child is an
yet.
adult.
I'm sorry, that's not true.
But
because
you're giving
that's actually,
hormone pills though.
I'm
And
sorry,
that
that's not.
messes up the
That's
whole
actually
child.
not true, because I do
Physiological.
believe there's a story on TLC about this girl named Jazzy who actually had her gender changed when she was like 16 or something. I do believe that she actually had that. I'm gonna look it up.
But was she emancipated from her parents?
I don't know.
Because if you're emancipated,
I think
from
her parents allowed it.
Okay, but if you're emancipated from your parents, right, where you're able to make this decision yourself, but still, But yeah, someone in the trans community, one of our subscribers did say that they don't change, they don't do the sexual change until the child is above 18. So, okay, all right. But still, you're still giving pills. The child, they still can bind their breast, and all that. So, yeah, it's good riddance. That's what I got to say to the two of you. You ain't gonna get no tear from me about this. I will say to both of you are broken. Just like that guy, Joe Smith, and his wife, right? So both of you are broken.
It said Jennings was assigned male at birth and was diagnosed with gender dysmorphia by age 4, making her one of the youngest publicly documented people to be identified as transgender. But I don't think she got the...
She was 4 years old. Wow.
Well, how did they diagnose that? Anyway, I don't know this girl per se, so I'm just going to renege everything I just said.
Yeah. So
I'll have to do more information.
Because remember that trans...
they said they don't do it.
Yeah, one of us.
But I don't know. But I do remember there was some story. They
don't do the sexual.
There was a story on.
So we will
TLC.
go with that.
Yeah.
But there are so many other things that are done. The hormonal pills that are done. There's a pill that's also given to the male patients that are given to sex offenders. In prison.
For what? They give them pills for what?
It's the same pill that's given to them. I think to stop them wanting to,
What? It's to suppress their sexual
drive
desire?
or something. So and that will prevent their weenie becoming hard. So
I didn't know that. Wow.
Those same pills are given to male who are trying to become women, male children. Now, and I heard that he was doing an interview of a doctor, the guy who does this thing that says, "What is a woman?"
Yeah.
That guy? I don't know what his name is, but he did an interview to a doctor, and he was telling her, you guys give these pills. Why do you guys give these pills that you give to sex offenders in jail, and you give them to these little boys? And the doctor was like, we have to stop the
interview.
Right, because that was like, well, how are you going to explain it?
But you can't explain it because it's probably
wrong.
You
can't explain it, exactly, because nobody wants to hear that that's what you're giving to a child.
Anyway, y'all, it's Mary.
And
signing off and saying we are not shocked that Gabriel and Dwayne are getting divorced.
And
allegedly.
I'm not crying about it either. Both of you need to go get therapy and heal before you go into any new relationship.
Bye-bye.
Bye.